Welcome back. Britain's inner cities can be tough places. To find a way out is hard, especially when drugs and gang life seem to offer such easy access to instant wealth. The young disciples use every trick to lure kids away from such choices, from music to football.
Ruben, Jason and I are all qualified football coaches, and most weekends we're out with the lads, either training or taking part in matches. Today, Ruben's putting Handsworth United under-16s through their paces for a match in a week's time. Only a handful of the team have any connection with gangs, but being in a football team gives them the chance to forget about their postcode rivalries and the pressures of the street.
I've put young people together from Aston, Handsworth, all over Birmingham in the one football team. And we've went out on the park and we've achieved together. That shows me that we can unite. We've got time for them. For some young people, nobody's never had that time to listen to them. They might not speak the Queen's English, but there's so much in their message.
It's Monday night and we're working on a project called Creative Writing Positive Lyrics. There's a trend of young people who are writing a lot of negative lyrics. So we've opened up our studio to use their music and turn it from negative words to positive words.
I'm really, really sorry for the mess that I have caused. I'll help you get it back to normal.
My sister ran away, I wanted her to stay. My mother said God wanted her early.
Young girls may not have the same pressures of street violence, but young disciples are there to help them cope in other ways.
Couldn't she just stay?
Young girls are suffering abuse, and young girls are pregnant and are feeling written off by family in some circumstances and by society. If one young girl can be saved just by looking at my situation, looking at my experiences, that's the legacy I'd like to leave behind. Young people are working on an album. It's all going to be positive words, their own voices, their own experiences, their own issues. When it's all compiled, they want to actually send this CD into schools. It's a fun track, it's a hip-hop track, it's enjoyable, but it's positive.
And I hope you understand that I want to live the way that I did.
My grandmother always used to say, it takes a community to raise a child. Let's us all together try and help a young person.
My parents are a man, just wanna be good and be good.
Ruben has his own kids to collect from school.
How was school? It's good.
But work is never a 9-to-5 occupation.
Why don't you just come check us and we'll see how we can get you involved in on the music side.
So what's going on in terms of the videos and that? Like what?
Videos, music videos that we're making. We've got one coming out soon. It'll soon be on MTV and Channel U and that. You know what I mean? So, you know, come down and then we'll take it from there, bro.
Yeah, because I thought we just do the meet thing as well, innit? So I just talked to them.
You got groove?
Yeah.
Come check me, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, come check me, definitely, 100%.
Give me your number, man.
All right, then, take my number. 100%, man, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for man who's serious, who's going to adapt the right work ethic to push out the thing.
Definitely.
That was Tesfa. He was a young disciple, ex-young disciple. Yeah, we brought him back and he's done work with us. Worked on youth programs in the summer, and he's a musician also. That's what it's like. It's another day at the YD camp. You know, you're driving. You know, work is ongoing. As you can see, I've picked my kids up. I'm on my way to drop my kids off, and we've done a bit of outreaching and a bit of networking. You all right there, Mum?
Ruben has dropped his kids with his mum. He's lucky to have such a strong family bond. But that's not always the case for a lot of our community. Even when you find a good, caring family, sometimes what's happening on the street is more important to the kids than what their parents or family think.
The peer pressure out there right now is so powerful. It overrules the house. Where mum and dad used to rule the house, it's almost like peer pressure rules the house now. If you find just a law-abiding mother or father out there that sits down and tries to talk to these young people at times, it's almost like you don't know where we're coming from, you don't know what we're going through. It's like the world against them, and at times they don't understand there's people out there that just want to help them so that they divert away from this lifestyle.
Where's my star technician? Where's my star technician?
I haven't been here for
We work with young people of all races in the area. Jason is taking an Asian music group. It's a way of helping to build bridges between Asian and black kids. And tonight, Jason's giving valuable advice on how to get work experience.
We'll discuss what you want to do and we'll try and find you a placement. There may even be a placement for you here.
No.
Okay. Are you aware that it's very important, right? This is the beginning of your new life. Yeah. So if you mess up this reference, yeah, it could affect you throughout your career and what you want to do. Yeah, so no, seriously, no, on the reals, when you're there, you need to get something out of it. And if you mess around, they're going to write a report that you're messing around.
It's at night when the streets get really tough. In a city divided by postcode rivalries, Mark and Ruben can only find out what is really going on by actually getting out there and talking to the kids who are coping with life at the sharp end.
Postcodes for me and all that, I think it's ridiculous because it's just like, anywhere, like for the young people, for me now, anywhere I go, it's like they know my face and they know like, yeah, he's from that area. I had to go in Handsworth and it's kind of hard, you know, because some people are like, oh yeah, you're from 6 and get me. I'm like, nah, I'm not from 6, I'm from Aston, you get me. Don't get it twisted for 10 seconds, you get me. Straight up like that, you get me. I have to put it them plain and simple, man.
Yeah, I've lived in this area most of my life, and to be perfectly honest, the only way to survive here and get anywhere is to become invisible, and that's the only way I've ever thinking survive. It's like, I don't know none of the man them. I do know them, I know their faces, but it's like, it's kind of a thing, they tell me their names and I forget them instantly. That way I can go anywhere I want and nobody don't trouble me.
A lot of them just lash out because that's all they know. Is there anything you could give to somebody who's going through the same thing?
The truth is, yeah, I'm not going to turn around and paint myself as the most positive role model, because I have lashed out. I've gone mad. I've done the whole prison thing. I've done everything. But the one thing that I did start to learn, I learned that at the end of the day, yeah, lashing out, yeah, doesn't do anything, because at the end of the day, but violence begets violence, doesn't it? You know what I'm saying? If you go on bad with a man, yeah, even if you're in the right to go on bad with a man, you give him license to go on bad with you, and it's a continuous, endless cycle.
Although Birmingham may be England's second city, we share the same problems with towns and cities across the country. Mark, Jason and I are at a conference on youth crime in Manchester to share some of our experiences with similar organisations from all over Britain.
I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to ask each of you at least one positive thing that you're going to take back with you from over the day or the 2 days that you've been here, yeah?
It's been an eye-opener for me. The symptoms, the themes, the issues that I face within my inner city, all of the groups face a similar scenarios. Mm-hmm. So I know that it's not just us in the boat by ourselves. It's a generic problem all over England.
It shows a good role model to the kids on the streets. That if we can get it right and communicate effectively, then so can the kids on the streets, and I think that's a good message that we're giving as a group.
We think that the government are probably asking the right questions. We think they're asking the wrong people. What we hope we've done is put the right people in this room today.
For me, greater motivation. I feel like, you know, I can go back and be even more motivated than I was when I came in yesterday.
Thank you.
Back in Birmingham, the day of Ruben's under-16s cup match has arrived.
Let's have some pride in ourselves, yeah? Let's have pride, man. I'm not telling you to go out there and foul and be dirty. I'm telling you to compete, and compete highly. That's right. No vote. That's right. Let's not use the whip. That's much better. You know what? I want that level. And again. Good, Sam. Yeah! Hey, well done, Connor.
Come on, Antwerp.
Hey, do you want it? If you want it, you need to raise it. The lessons to be learnt in that game are, if you don't take your chances, you come off the pitch 3-0 down, Go home and think about your games. Think about if you think you played the best that you could play, and think about how you can improve your game. That's what I'm going to leave you with.
Disappointment all round, and it's not the result Ruben was hoping for. But like all of us, Ruben has more than one way to measure success.
If one person comes through our doors with a whole load of baggage and they leave our premises with a different outlook, that's a success. That's what makes me happy.
While the Young Disciples team might not be playing in the Premiership anytime soon, their success off the football pitch can be measured in something more important than goals: lives saved. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time on Witness.